All right, all about loosening up, letting go of tension. Make your way onto your hands and knees. On your hands and knees here, take a couple cat-cows. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round, dropping your chin towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. As baby and belly start to get a little bigger, you might move a little smaller. Maybe just focus on that pelvic tilt, but moving as big as it feels good for as long as it feels good. Finding that length. And on the next one, find your neutral spine. Find that flat back. Let's take some hip circles. Shift your hips forward, to the side, to the back, around. Giving your hips a little bit of movement in all directions. And then reverse it. Go the other way. Shifting your hips around, to the side, to the back. Last one here. And then find that flat back. Find that neutral spine. Extend your right leg straight out to the side so your foot is in line with your hip and your supporting leg. Inhale, lengthen as your hips sit back. Exhale, lift, bring yourself back up. So only moving as far as it feels good. This one is going to be a stretch for your inner thigh. So inhaling to lengthen. Exhale, lift yourself back up and out. Moving through the stretch, you don't have to hold it. Take just one more here. Inhale, lengthening back. Exhale, lifting up, and then hold it. We're going to take opposite hand, left hand reaching through towards your right foot, and then open spiral, reaching up to the ceiling. Using that right leg to hold your hips steady. Think about keeping your hips and your belly pointing straight forward. This is all right around shoulder blade level. You're rotating through your spine, and then reaching, opening all the way back up. Last one like this, reach it through, and then pick it all the way back up. Last one, bring your hand down, bring your knee in, pick your chest up, shoulders on top of your hips, same leg. Take a big step forward, hands on top of your thigh for support. Press your hips forward, and then lift, making sure your hips stay pointing straight forward. Take a small diagonal step, hips press towards that foot without twisting. And then the last one, your toes go straight out to the side. Your hips are still pointed forward. Give it that little shift and lift. One more time through to the front. You can keep your hand on your thigh for support or hands on your hips so that you know your hips are not turning, they're not twisting. Lift, and then all the way out to the side. Find that press and bring it back up. Bring your knee in, come back down onto your hands and knees. Let's go for the other side. Starting with that froggy stretch, left foot out in line with your knee, in line with your hip. Straight arms flat back, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift yourself back up. Hips sitting back towards your heels. And lifting out of that stretch. So only moving as big as it feels good to you. That might be a smaller range of motion. It might be a bigger range of motion. You're going to feel this stretch all the way through from your foot to the opposite hip. Exhale, lifting up. And then taking that little twist, right hand reaching through towards your left foot. Spiral, reaching open, eyes follow your hand. Reaching through, keeping this all in your upper back. And open, reach to the ceiling. Hip bones are pointing straight forward. That left leg out to the side helps to keep your hips from shifting, but try to think about your belly pointing straight towards the floor, your hips pointing straight to the floor. This is all upper back, rotating through and reaching open. All right, last one. Bring your hand down, bring your knee in, pick your chest up. Step your left foot in front, hip bones pointing straight forward. You can put a hand on your thigh for support. Press your hips forward gently and lift. Take a small step out to the side. Hips are still forward. Lift, and then all the way out to the side. Toes point all the way sideways. Shift your hips and bring it back in. One more time through, stepping forward. Lift up. Find your diagonal. Hips shift to the side without twisting. And then all the way out to the side. Find that press and bring it back in. Bring your knee all the way in and take a child's pose. Toes together, knees wider than your hips. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Reach your arms forward. Rest your head on your mat. Find a little bit of length from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Finding a releasing breath here. Inhale, find a big expansion through your ribs. Exhale, let go of any tension you're holding on to. Inhale, find that length in all directions. Exhale, just melt into your mat. One more breath here into your pelvic floor. Think about expanding. And then exhale, releasing. Last one. Pick yourself all the way up, back onto your hands and knees. Hips on top of your knees. Walk your arms forward a little bit further so we can go for more of an elevated position. Hips stay on top of your knees. Gently press your chest towards the floor. Breathing, releasing. Inhale, big expansion. Exhale, melt into your mat. Inhale, find that length in all directions. 4 points of contact on your pelvic floor, expanding. Exhale, let it go. Take one last breath here. And then pick yourself up. Pick yourself up, roll onto your back. Safest way onto your back is always via your side. So pick a side, any side, and then roll onto your back. Taking a figure 4, flex your right foot, cross your ankle over your left thigh. Left hand can catch behind your thigh, pull your knee in. Right hand can press your knee away from you. Find that gentle stretch. Maybe add a gentle rock side to side. If being on your back doesn't feel good, you can always do this sitting up as well. Last one here. Take that last moment. And then release. Set your left foot down to the floor. Set your right foot down to the floor. Switch sides. Left ankle over your right thigh. Right hand catches behind your thigh. Pull towards you. Left hand can press away from you. If it feels good, add that little rock side to side. A gentle release into that hip. Take one more breath here. And then let it go. Set your right foot down to the floor. Set your left foot down to the floor. And let's get into a happy baby. Starting with your right leg, bring your knee a little bit wider than your ribs. Catch onto the inside or outside of your foot with your right hand. Stack your heel on top of your knee and then pull that knee out and down towards your shoulder. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can extend your left leg out straight. For a lighter stretch, keep your leg bent. Inhale, find that big expansion. Exhale, let go. See if you can sink a little deeper. Inhale, filling up your lungs. Exhale, just sinking, melting, releasing into your mat. And then carefully bring your left leg back down. Bring your right leg down. Bring your left leg in if you need to. Switch sides. Left knee in and out towards your shoulder. You can reach inside of your leg, catch onto your foot with your left hand. Stack your heel on top of your knee. Pull it in and down towards the floor. Again, you can keep your right leg bent for a lighter stretch. Right leg goes straight for a little bit of a deeper stretch. Finding that releasing breath. Inhale, big expansion. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, thinking about lengthening in all directions. Exhale, melting into your mat. Take just one more breath here. And then carefully drop your feet back down. Make your way onto your side. Pick yourself all the way up to have a seat, and then just one more. Today, we'll take a little butterfly stretch. Soles of your feet together, knees open nice and wide. Lift up tall, and then hinge forward. As far as your belly will allow, maybe your feet are a little bit further out, maybe they're a little closer in. Thinking about releasing in your shoulders, your outer thighs, your inner thighs. Just sink into that stretch, releasing any tension you're holding on to. Inhale, big expansion. Exhale, let it go. Take one more breath here. Release and lift yourself up, and that is it. Well done. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know.